Hey butterflies, welcome back. So I know it's been a hot minute since I've been on, but my name is Sarah and I'm the creator behind One Hook, Two Hands, and this is One Hook, Two Hands. And I just want to say thank you guys for giving me the time. Like, I still don't quite know what my schedule is going to look like going forward when it comes to the videos and things, because it's been a really rough week and I'm trying desperately not to jump ahead and do too much and then not be able to do what this next week. But hopefully just the weather and everything will cooperate, and hopefully we'll get to treatment soon and I will be able to function. So that said, I am very, very grateful for everybody who's joined. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Guys, I literally went from like 60 something to 80 this week. I am so grateful for all of our new butterflies coming in and joining. I have had just been grateful and blessed to see how you guys have done while I've been gone. And just thank you for all the check-ins. Yeah, it's just been great as I've felt like junk. As you can see, I'm wearing my lovely Make My Immune System Great Again sweater, because y'all, it needs something. That said, I wanted to come on and do a little bit of a yarn haul with y'all. My mom and I went to, so I live in kind of like a tri-city area where there's a lot of these bigger cities kind of close to each other, so you can go to the other city and go to different stores over there. Well, I went to our Michael's in one of the cities, and their Michael's is a lot bigger than ours. So there's a lot more selection, there's a lot more options. It's not as crowded, cramped when it comes to the yarn and fabric, which is kind of cool. And I do have a little bit of video. I don't know if I'll splice that in or not from there, or I may just post like my brief pop-up from there. But I did want to go over what I got. I know I've been doing these yarn haul videos. I'm probably going to start doing some reviewing the yarns that I've gotten and just kind of walking people through some of the things, because they've been really good. So, but we'll see how that goes. And I'm just going to start it off because, you know, lots of fun. So we went to Michael's. One of the things I was actually looking for was the cream color of the Bernat Fluffy yarn. And the reason I like this is it's thin enough. I've got some in other colors, pink, purple, and kind of this bluish color. I have a pattern for what's called Happy Bear patterns, and I think you can kind of figure where that's going. But it's a Happy Bear pattern, like some characters that when we were kids, or at least when I was a kid, was on a cartoon and they had different things on their stomachs. Well, I'm going to try to make some of this because it's really comfy and I think it'll be really good. And given Bernat's history in terms of crocheting, I think this will turn out really well. So I'm excited about finally having this so I can work on the tummies. Then I broke down and I finally bought a couple of these. This is their Loops and Threads Heathered Bamboo. It is 204 yards, 187 meters or 150 grams. It's a medium 4 weight yarn, and they suggest using a US 7 4.5 millimeter hook with it. And it's 53% acrylic and 47% bamboo. I love bamboo. Bamboo is like one of my favorite, like more premium yarns that if I'm going to do something real nice, I like to use. And so I finally broke down and got some of these to try. So I don't know if I'll do a sweater or if I'll do something like a scarf or something with these, but I got these two to try. And honestly, guys, it's so soft. Like, I love the feel of this yarn. Next up is Ruffle in my bag over here. I had quite a few of these, but there were some colors that our local Michael's didn't have, but this one did. So like, for example, they had highlighter, the bright yellow, and their soft classic acrylics, which I do love. I'm finding I really love their acrylics in terms of like, if I'm looking for like a standard acrylic to use, I find I really like a lot of theirs. And I got the soft, this sage, which I thought the other green was sage, which is a little bit darker, but this is called sage, and it's just again, I kind of like it. It's just a really comforting kind of yarn. Then I also got in the same one, I got this one called Clay, which I love. I love the orangey color. It's so pretty. It's like, it's more orangey. It's like, it's true autumnal, and I love it. And then I also got the butter. I needed some more bright, I needed some actual yellows for the centers of my flowers for the secret project blanket I'm making, and for Princess 2. So, while I'm on that topic, you're going to see this later, but I'm going to do a playlist of what I'm calling my secret projects. And those are things that I'm working on to give away to people that I don't quite want to be on air just yet or whatever, but I am going to put them out there. And then as I can, I'm going to time delay release them, so that way over time you'll get to see the things I'm working on and hear the stories behind them and that kind of thing. But also they don't get out to the person that they're going for. So there'll be the secret projects list, and that's coming up. Because I've got to get to working on somebody's secret projects for their birthday. That's at the end of October. But anyway, they're kind of halfway done, but not really. And it was while I was working on those two particular projects, which I'll show you, that I started thinking about doing the secret projects list. But this is going to go towards the secret projects for the princess. Now, Princess doesn't quite have, it's not quite old enough to find these things yet on YouTube, but there will be a day, and it's coming fast. So, there's that. Then, I broke down and bought some more plushy yarns. Guys, I like plushy yarns. And Loops and Threads is really, their Sweet Snuggles have really become like a go-to for me. The other big one I have is called, I'd have to find the, I'm going to mess it up if I say it. So I'll show you guys that category later, but like, I like the Sweet Snuggles, and I needed some more colors. So I got this light blue, this egg light blue. This is the Sweet Snuggles Light, and it is a 6. It recommends an L hook. That's not what I use for what I make. And it's called Omphalos. I cannot say that name, but it's very comfy. So there's that one. Then in the regular Sweet Snuggles, I got a dark blue, which is just called Blue. It is fuzzy soft, and it makes me think of a certain kid's character, and I think you can figure out from there where I'm going. And then I make a lot of bees because the princess loves bees. And I've probably tried out almost every version of yellow. So in the Sweet Snuggles Light, I also got a daffodil. Lovely daffodil. It's so squishy, y'all. It's so squishy. I love the squishies when it comes to this stuff. And then I also got, in the regular Sweet Snuggles, I also got this beautiful teal color. It's called, they call it turquoise, which totally works. But I also got it squishies. It's squishies. And I love the color. It's so vibrant. And these are polyester. The regulars are 109 yards. And then the Sweet Styles Light is 218. But I love it. And I love making things with these. Love them to death. And then there's one yarn thing I got. Come on. So some of you had encouraged me to try the Clover Amours, and I broke down, and I did, and I got the G and the H hook. Love them. Well, and there is a hook video coming out, guys. There is a hook, like an evaluation hook video coming out. I just have to sit down and finish recording it. However, I got 3 more. I got the 7 hook, the 4.5 millimeter. I got the J hook, and I got the I hook. So now I have everything from 4.0 up to my J with 6. I love these hooks. These are awesome. I do have a few little critiques, but we'll get into that in the hook video. But I do really enjoy using these hooks, so I broke down and got a few more. There's some other hooks I've gotten that you've probably seen me use that I'll really get down into, like the four main hooks I'm using right now, and the different styles and why I use different ones for different projects. But yeah, I'm excited. We had a great day. Mom and I were just able to hang out, which it's been a while since we've been able to. And so it was just a fun day. Well, I say fun day, like it wasn't a day so much as like we did like it was about an hour trip total, round trip, to get up there and back. And then it was a couple of maybe an hour or so in the store. Oh, in that store. Oh, bonus. There's a bonus haul video coming a little later. And because right next door to Michael's is another store. So that one's coming. We'll do that one in just a second. But yeah, so that was my Michael's haul for the day. I am really loving the squishies. Squishies. Because squishy yarns are fun. They're so much fun. And I was really looking to see if they had the Posh Pearl. They did not have any Posh Pearl in, which is why I did not get any. But I think if I do find some Posh Pearl in store, we will talk about it. I'm also going to start reviewing some of the yarns I've gotten. Mainly because I just realized, you know, I hadn't really done that, and I did want to kind of talk you through different yarns and using them and how I use them for different things, and like how to look at textures and that kind of stuff. So we'll slowly start doing some like small reviews of different yarns as I've used them, and kind of let you know how I feel about them. We'll also do our hook review video here shortly. I may actually record it tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I feel as the day goes. And I just wanted to check in and say hi. By the way, yes, there is a haircut. My nerves and hair were hurting so bad. Like, my hair was literally hurting, causing my headaches to even be worse. So, chip. And now I have this short do, which will be fun to try to figure out, because with the humidity in the air and the amount of rain we're having, it is all over the place, as you can see. But yes, new hairdo and some new yarn, and I'm excited to get back with you guys. I am so grateful for everybody who's been around and who's liked and subscribed. If you haven't already, please do. And I will see you in the next one. Love y'all. Bye.